Hey, so ball spinning, that's gotta be like tray spinning, right? It is, but it's a little bit harder. It's like the double cork of tray spinning. Now, what you gotta remember with this is it takes two hands pretty much to keep it going, because you gotta constantly get it spinning to keep the balance. I tray spin naturally counterclockwise. That's the first way I learned how to do it. But ball spinning, I noticed I learned clockwise. That just seems easier for me because I'm going to use my right hand and I use my left hand. And it seems easier to flick this way than to pull it back. I'm sure you can learn both, just like you can do anything in life because we're all Super Saiyans. But it'd probably be easier if you're right-handed, to start going clockwise. What you want to do is, just like the tray spin, lick it, unlick it, give some grip. And then you just want to flick it and barely pop it up, barely give it a little to get underneath it. You don't want to like it to go way up here and then you gotta like dagger punch it. That's not gonna help nobody. So when you're doing the spin, when you're doing the flick, try to keep it as perfectly on this axis as you can. Now with tray spinning, you talked about going on this axis here and staying on it. Similar to with ball spinning, but with ball spinning, if this is the perfect point, it goes like this. It wobbles around that perfect point to keep the equilibrium. Because you're not going to be able to use this hand to flick it to gain speed. That's what this hand comes in. How long did it take you to tray spin? It's going to take you almost exactly half as long to learn how to ball spin if you already know how to tray spin. And I would say start with tray spinning. It's way easier. Pattern after a while. Now if you use a flat ball, it's almost easier because it kind of like blah, blah, over your finger. Kind of like if you stuck your finger in a fat guy's belly roll. It's going to do that. And then once you got it going, you want to take the left hand and just barely go past it. And this is going to keep it on the finger. Now, as you're doing this, it's very important. What I figured out was, as I would start to initiate the left hand, I would stop all electricity moving to my right arm and I would kind of forget, oh, I'm balancing it. You gotta remember, it's way more important to keep the balance going than it is to flick it. So remember to keep the electricity flowing through your right arm and your shoulder and keeping that. Remember to keep that there because that takes way more concentration, mental power than the flick does. Aside from that, there's really not much else to it. You just kind of gotta get the hang of it and then barely tap it to keep it spinning. And then keep remembering it, and you can keep it going. You can keep doing cool stuff. You could probably join the Globetrotters if you wanted. There's not much else to it. It's a ball. It spins. Hey! Hey, so ball spinning, that's gotta be like tray spinning, right? Hey, I don't come into your videos and shake my body all over the place.